Number two, I don't know if it's possible that if we implement some of the things that we've discussed here in the system, if we can have Mr. Sesmavrod himself, he used to do the videos every week. People want Sesmavrod back into RPOs. They just speaking anything about him. They saying the problem is collapsed. Even Sesmavrod is not doing any videos and stuff. If you can have him back, I think that will bring hope to the people, right? Then people will be more interested again, because now we would have something new implemented into the system, and we have our father coming back into the system and just talk good about Triple M. Remember, he's been talking good, and we've been following all the things that he's been saying to us. Maybe another thing, maybe I would like to comment on is the media thing, right? We know this, the media and the government is against us, right? Rather than going to the media itself, because if you go to the media, you're gonna report something good, then they will turn it around and report in their own style, right? Maybe if we can have maybe target the rural areas. I know most of the people in rural areas, they do not know much about Triple M because it needs internet access. So if we go there, maybe as the guiders, do maybe for instance KZN Pasarito, then which means we'll go to the schools, to the rural schools. Normally in the rural schools they are government schools, but then you pay school fees in the government schools, like 120 rand or 200 rand. If we go there, like if we have a Pasarito, we go there, we select the 10 students, then we just fund those students for that year, right? Then we move to another school. That will create a good noise, right, towards the community, even the papers. No matter how much bad they want to write about Triple M, but then the good that we do for the people will talk for itself, even in the schools, even in the rural, even in the urban area, where you find most people participate in the Triple M, right? I think that in that way, then we'll be advertising ourselves, and that is a very good publicity in a way, right? I don't know.
Can I just?
Sorry, Musi. Give Brian a chance. Just give Brian a chance.
Okay, if I may continue. Okay, maybe another point. Because as we're talking about this, we keep on talking about the referrals got by the participants, the guiders, the managers, right? If those people's got different levels of the referrals, they get 10%, 5%, 3%, and so forth and so forth, right? If maybe we can introduce maybe two levels, 10%, 5%, and 3% for normal participants. In that way, as a normal participant in Triple M, you recruit someone, right? Then if that person recruits another person, then you've got something in your pocket as well. So then you want to recruit even more. And then the person that you have introduced into our community want to do the same thing different levels, like different 10%. In that way, we'll get everyone to come back into the system, and in that way, we'll maintain this, our community. And that point.
Brian, sorry, are you in a position to wrap up because we're running out of time?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry. Okay, Brian, thank you very much. Just before Musi comes on, I just want to encourage anyone who is not looking at the chat messages and who's not reading Skype. I just recommend that you do. There's some very good ideas that have been recorded on Skype and on the chat messages. So please, if you're not speaking, just take the opportunity to read those messages. They give very good input. Sorry, next person up is Musi. Musi, can you speak?
On the point on the yes, I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
Thank you. I can hear you.
Okay, my point, I just want to add on some the last person was speaking. On a point, my point is actually if we target mostly the rural people, then I think it will look better because those people, they don't rely on media And if we can say we give one person to go to the rural area and one to township areas, we will find out that the one who goes to the rural areas will recruit more than the one who is in townships. Those rural areas, I think if we can target, our main target will be outside townships, I think we will win a lot of battles in this situation.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes.
40 minutes is up. 40 minutes is up. 40 minutes.
Okay, guys, we're out of time now. Sorry about that. The next task is coming up.
I'm going to post.
I will read it out as soon as I get it.
I'm going to post number 7. I'm going to post task number 7. David, would you kindly read some of the chat messages on the GoToMeeting chat while you're still waiting for other contributors?
Yes, I will.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to send you the task first so
yes,
that you can read out loud for everyone. Just a moment.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay, I've just sent you the task, David. Kindly read it. And this is the last task that we're going to have tonight. It's only 20 minutes, so please wrap up before we end the meeting. Make sure each and every representative secretary for each group is taking notes. Each and every representative is taking notes for their badge because we need those notes tomorrow for the final presentation. Thank you, David. You can take over.
Thank you. Okay, thanks very much. I'm going to start reading now. Task number 7. Your efforts have been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart took place. All the old Mavros are removed. We start to work from the beginning. Serious negative impacts of the members and unfavorable responses. 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start in such conditions. The plan of action under specified conditions for a month, you have 20 minutes. So let me read that again. Task number 7. It says, your efforts have been insufficient to reverse the situation. A restart has taken place. All the old Mavros are removed. We start to work from the beginning. There have been serious negative impacts from members and unfavorable responses. There have been 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media. So now we're effectively making a fresh start under such conditions. We have to devise a plan of action under specific conditions for a month. You have 20 minutes. Guys, this is not a long time. We need to talk fast and we need to stick to the point. Who would like to go first?
David, it's Mali.
Mameli, please go ahead.
Okay, perhaps we can just elaborate clearly on the restart. What happens when a restart happens? Can somebody just, unpack it and then we can take it from there?
All right. Is there anyone on the conversation who can do what Mameli has asked? What happens in conditions of a restart? Keep it brief, keep it short, please, guys.
Yes.
Who's that?
That's Elda. I think
okay, please. Go ahead.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you. Please go. Yes, go ahead.
When it's a restart, everything stops. What was in the system starts. It stops and then it becomes old Mavros. And then when we start on something new. That's what's happening. So there's old Mavros and new Mavros starting from restart.
Okay, Thank you very much. Does everybody understand that? Would you like her to repeat that?
Can I just add on that, David, please?
Please speak.
Yeah, I'm just saying that maybe also we should start new presentations and explain to people that the system has restarted, and so the old Mavros have been cancelled. But by the way, they will have to PH, and then they will make their money regardless of that they have lost, but they will recover their money in a certain time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Who wants to go next?
Can I come in, David?
Yes, please, Mamele, come in.
Okay, thank you, David. You know, when a pause mode was done, we could see that people were, you know, discouraged. Now imagine with a complete restart, the morale will have gone very low.
Yes.
It means now when we go to the drawing board, we must now have a dual strategy. A strategy that will go back to all participants, you know, to revive everything. And then
Yes.
at the same time, the second part of our strategy, emphasize people who were not in the system before, those are the ones we need to like put more effort on, because are the people who are going to actually help the system. And then once that happens, the old participants will be encouraged to come back into the system. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Mamele. Who's next?
Hello. Can I speak, David?
Toriso, please go ahead.
Can I add on that? Maybe they can also increase maybe the percentage with 5%. Maybe the macro is going to be no more per month.
Okay, thank you. Who's next?
Please.
Hello.
Hello, yes, please go ahead.
Hello.
Clarissa, please go ahead.
Hello. David.
Okay, Dom, please go ahead. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yes. First part is that they can use the most.
Hello.
And upload their video on YouTube. Video stating that there has been a restart, but encouraging.
Guys, sorry, I've got to stop you there. I've got about 3 people speaking at the same time. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I've got to stop. Guys, sorry. Sorry, guys. I've got to stop you. I've got about 3 people. I've got about three people speaking at the same time. Now, please, can we just have one person at a time? Maurice, oh, I think you were first. Okay, he may not be there. Dom?
Yes.
Please speak, Dom.
Okay, can I speak?
Yes, please.
What I'm saying is that a complete restart, and then we've also by reports in the media, and people are discouraged. It'll be to come together to create videos and post videos on YouTube, post videos on Facebook, have them circulate on the WhatsApp groups, emphasizing that yes, but encouraging people to continue to begin participating. This way we will also attack the negative media. So whoever goes to search on Google will find our information and what has been shared on the negative. They'll see from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dom. Sorry, I've just got to say once again, looking at the chat channel, there's still a number of people who've been automatically muted and they can't contribute. It's been very frustrating for them. Can we please sort this muting business out? Is there someone who can take control of that?
Hello?
Hello, yes?
Hello, David?
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Hello, yes, I can hear you. Sorry, I can't hear a thing. Who's that now?
David, Gali.
Right.
Okay, my
I'm not sure
contribution is
what's
that,
happening. I've got about 3 people coming in all at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I? Can I?
Yeah, please speak.
Okay, in this situation, I think, you know, we need to, members of Triple M, we need to know that, you know, Triple M is us, you know. And then when we, in situation where it restarts, we need to know that it will take us to you know, to revive. So it needs, you know, to talk to, you know, the all up to always, you know, bringing more participants and register more people, and also for them to be encouraged, provide more help, you know, and not even focus on what the media says, because, you know, the media has been talking a lot about Triple M. So if we will follow the media to people in outside forces, then that will take us down. But, you know, if we can keep, you know, the spirit within us, then Triple M will go forward, and then we will grow more and more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Who's next?
Okay, Dave, I speak.
All right, sorry,
David?
who's that? Is that Liz?
Liz, yes.
Please go ahead, Liz.
You know, we're talking about negative hype in the media and everything, so the old members and even your friends and family are not going to want to join Triple M. We talk about helping in the community, so how about we go to a squatter camp or wherever and sponsor 2 people that really need it, 100 Rand, 200 Rand, whatever. But they explain the situation, explain Triple M to them, explain the system to them, and make them work the system. If they can get 5 people each, you've got 10 new recruits out of 2 people. I know that's not a lot, but it's a start. And then their money's growing. You're managing it on their behalf, so obviously you're getting a couple of bucks as well as a manager. And then if they can be helped, imagine the good word that's going to go out from them about how good Triple M is, because they're going to be now able to afford a house or whatever eventually. I know from 100 Rand it's going to be a while. I know other managers have done this very successfully, and I think it's a very good idea to get the system started. These people haven't heard all the hype and the media and the negativity. And if you're helping him, he's not losing anything. And you're just proving to them that you are here to help the community, not just yourself.
Liz, a very practical and sensible suggestion. Thank you. I just want to say that someone who's been trying to talk is Sinotando. Sinotando, can you speak, please? Sinotando, are you there? Okay. All right, Sinotando may not be there. Please, someone else?
Okay. Okay, Dave, may I speak, please?
Omar, please, go ahead.
Something?
Sorry, sorry. Go ahead, Tumelo.
Okay. Let me come in. I think the previous lady was on point, but then I just need to then change a few things from her statement. Remember, they said there is 2 articles or whatever in the media that is telling the name of Triple M. So what I'm thinking is that Triple M, since it's a community platform, I think we need to go to community radio stations and also go to community newspapers. That will be more cheaper for us, and we can spread the word to the communities across South Africa or across our target market. The next thing, with regards to going to the community, we can pick up few homage, home ages and old age homes, and maybe go and paint their homes where they stay, make it like a project to show that Triple M cares about the community and cares about the people, and also buy groceries for the less privileges in the community. And while we go and give the community groceries, we invite the local newspapers, and also we invite the local radio stations to broadcast our event. Thank you.
Thank you for it, Tomelo. Also, very good, practical and sensible suggestion. Please, just another request. Guys, we're halfway through our time. Please, if you're not speaking, go on to the Skype chat, go on to our chat box, look at the messages. There's some good suggestions there. You're not getting any airtime. Okay, who's next?
Hello? Okay, Jeff,
Hello, Noko here.
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead, Noko.
Okay. Thank you. I think the guidance or the recruiter needs to go back to the drawing board, arrange the presentation and talk to members not to panic regarding the restart of Triple M. And they need to apologize as well and give as much as information as they can. But what I know is the people who benefited from the Triple M will never give up easily. They will always go and provide on the system. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Noko. Who was next?
Hello.
Sorry, I just need to know the name.
Okay, Psycho.
Music.
Yeah, please, Psycho, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, the problem is that, okay, currently you can go out there and recruit people as many as you can and then register them. And then now you are stuck with people here like registered, requested to help for others. Then the fact is that now there is money there frozen. You can't, like, these people now can't put in the money. So how exactly are you going to encourage others to recruit others while still you're stuck with other people who are still in the waiting list to like provide help for others? So it's discouraging for the new members in order to recruit others because they still also don't have a proof of something, you see. So I think there must be a sort of some plan where they try to release some much money and then people can GH while others then recruit more people. Thank you.
Okay, guys, we've got about 10 minutes at most. Who's next?
Can I say something? I agree with the last speaker.
Yes, go ahead.
I support the last speaker 100% because we can recruit. The ideas are fantastic. Everybody came up with something. But as long as there's no control where there's PHing and GHing, if there's no control, people are always going to be discouraged. I'm one of them. Because how do I recruit people to a scheme where their monies are going to be frozen? I think the important thing is to make sure that no money is frozen. And that can be done by somebody who's controlling the system. That there is the and less GH.
Okay. Sorry, before you come in, Musi, Tibingili, thank you very much for that. Guys, just remember, at the end of this process, we've got to be able to put up a plan that's workable and implementable. So while all this input is valuable, we've got to be able to turn it into something practical. Just let's keep that in mind. Okay, next speaker.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Can I speak? Yes. The first thing we need to address is the problem that really created this problem of the funds being frozen and restart. So we have to to look on those problems and address them. For example, we can set a monthly limit on the GHing of every person. Thank you.
Thank you, Musi. Next speaker. Who wants to go next?
No, it's Musi wants to speak now.
All right.
Musi
Sorry,
wants to speak.
Musi, please speak, Musi.
Yes, I have 2 points to say here. One, I would like maybe to see this happening, maybe a maximum GH being imposed on general on everyone, or especially managers. I've heard the news. I don't know if it's probably true. Some people GHing more than 22 M's. I don't know, but I think it should be management. Then I think that is very unfair. We should maybe set a certain limit on GHing per month. That will work for us best. Secondly, I would like to say on a marketing scale, we can maybe have maybe a special day. Let's say on a Wednesday, each and every week, everyone is wearing his T-shirt or his cap. I will say that one can work every day. We might get 1 or 2 people to recruit on that day. If we say all the members on this day, special day, we're having our Triple M day, we will recruit also many people. And then lastly, and then I would say on the providing help now, I should think maybe the long how it should take. I think maybe 21 days it could be the maximum as of now, because people are getting frustrated. But 21 days I think is enough maybe to be patient and deal with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Musi. Who's next?
All right, I'm here.
Yes, Dominic here.
Thanks, Dom.
Okay, I'd like to agree with the previous speaker in terms of what strategies to be done. And I think when the restart takes place, because this is the task we're trying to deal with here, and the plans of actions to promote is to show that we are united. So I think to have an MMM day every week is a very brilliant idea to implement. And then I think what is very, very important is to look at what caused this situation. And I think we really need to deeply look into this bonuses, because what's happening with the bonuses and why people then end up changing more than their PH is because the bonuses accumulate over time, and they end up getting more than what they're PHing. So I think it's actually best. The principle of MMM is the 30%. Everything else is just encourage recruitment. So we need to look at that deeply and maybe remove all these bonuses, put them maybe even down to 1%. That way it will really stabilize things, and it will have people always focusing on PHing in order to GH their 30%. Thank you.
Thank you, Dom. Who's next? Guys, we're close to being out of time. Is there anybody who's got anything to say?
Yes, Dave, yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Okay, about the bonuses like being removed and so forth, I don't think that would be a good idea, because at least they can be decreased to a lower amount instead of removing them totally. Because let's say you remove the bonuses totally, then all the other people, then they will not recruit people, because now they don't have anything encouraging them to recruit new members. It's like now I'm putting in what I have and then wait for the interest for me to grow. Instead of recruiting people, then, because I don't have anything that's encouraging me to recruit people. The bonus is there to encourage people to recruit more people. See? So instead of removing the bonus, then they can be decreased into a lower value instead of removing them totally. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Who's next?
Okay, hello, David. It seems like I can contribute again.
Yeah, please do. Go ahead.
Okay. Read some of the comments that have been made on Skype and on the WhatsApp groups, and people have made suggestions also in terms of going into dealing with this issue by ways of crisis management and looking at how, because it would now be a deep crisis, so we need to manage it. Some of the suggestions that were mentioned is to go to the media and formulate strategies in a positive light. And then also on the second thing I mentioned is to find one or two capable people to actually deal with the media and become the face of MMM when talking to the media. So we have one voice speaking and dealing with the issues on the media.
Very good suggestion, Dom. Who's next?
Thank you, David. Thank you, everyone. 20 minutes is up. 20 minutes is up.
Okay, guys.
I just want to say well done, David. Well done, Melvin, batch 83, for taking the notes. I'm not sure who was taking the notes for batch 85 though, but Melvin, batch 83, and the rest of you guys that have been contributing on the Skype chat, the GoToMeeting, I've been watching your progress, and I gotta say that you really have what it takes to be guiders, most of you. Although some of you have been neglecting, but for those that have been putting all their effort, I really appreciate it, and I was noting all the progress. Please note that tomorrow we will have the business games presentation, tomorrow at exactly 7 p.m. South African time. I don't know if we're going to have any changes, but we hope that by 7 p.m. tomorrow we should have the business games presentation. We will notify you if we have any changes. Otherwise, 7 p.m. is the time for everyone to be there. Each and every batch should select at least one presenter, or 2 or 3, or anyone who can volunteer. The mentors will have a word with you in your Skype chat so that you can come up with presenters that are going to represent your batch tomorrow, reading the notes that have been taken tonight with the secretary for each and every group. Asanda, Mr. Wasim, and everyone, if you have anything to say to all the mentors, please, guys, the platform is open for you if you have anything to say. Mr. Isma Badat, you can start.
Yes, very good idea by everybody, and you all did very well today.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Badat. Mr. Wasim Omar, if you have anything to say. It seems that Mr. Wasim is not around. Okay, Ivan, if you have anything to say before we wrap up for tonight.
Okay, Ivan, if you have anything to say. Okay, before.
Okay, it seems that Ivan is not around. Okay, Asanda, are you here? Asanda, mentors for batch 70, for batch 85. Okay, it seems that it's only it's only Ismail and me here. My name is Kudzai Olokane. Guys, thank you for attending the business games. We hope to see you again tomorrow. Kindly keep all your documents in one place. We will need them tomorrow. In the meantime, you need to forward them. You need to forward the links to all your mentors. Thank you for attending the games, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you, Kudzai.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, guys.
Yeah.